Hello everyone, this is Spluff5 here, and this is episode 14, I think, of Industrialcraft for Dummies. Anyway, it's the second part of the crops section of Industrialcraft for Dummies. Now I'm a little pressed for time, so we'll have to go through this reasonably fast. In fact, we're lagging for some reason. It's because I'm recording and running a lot of mods, so I'm just going to make render distance tiny, because we're going to be working in a very confined area. Okay. I don't want to install updates. Go away. Okay. So, I'm going to explain to you all the plants that it's possible to crossbreed by crossbreeding other plants. Oh, and over here, see, weeds do grow larger. So yeah, even on crops that are crossbreeding to other plants, they will grow larger. And you can see some of our plants grow bigger. Pumpkins and melons, and carrots. Looks like another weed. How on earth did that get there? Thought there was a potato plant on there. Yeah, never mind. Okay. Anyway, let's get on with this. Okay. The first plant, now these are all babies because I only just planted them about 10 minutes ago. So yeah, still growing. Maybe we might come back to them in a later video to see what they look like as else. Alright, this one's called a blackthorn. And this plant produces ink sacs. It's like a flower that produces ink sacs. So remember to right click to harvest the ink off and it will grow back. Right, this is a cyanzit. And this one produces cyan dye. Again, right click to harvest the tops off, and it's also a flower. Right, tulips are flowers. They produce purple dye. Right click to harvest the tops off. Alright, venamilia are interesting. Actually, first of all, empty crops around them are more likely to grow weeds on them. So watch out for that. They produce grin powder, which we'll explain in a later video. And they also produce purple dye. Alright. Aurelia produces gold nuggets. But to produce gold nuggets, they have to have a gold ore block underneath them. Right, Ferru does not produce ferrous dust. It produces tiny piles of iron dust. Just combine two of these tiny piles of iron dust together to get a normal iron dust. And they need iron ore underneath them. Underneath this tilled earth. Right, terrawort is like blue netherwort. Its first growth stage, it is still red though. And it's rumored, this is actually quite a mysterious plant. In its plant description it says Aether, which is interesting. Now, apparently this is like a stackable form of milk. I wish I could eat this spider eye. How do I poison myself? Splash. Apparently it cures... Yeah, I've never actually tested this. Let's find out. Ow. Eat it, and... Alright, apparently it's not curing me of poison. Maybe I need to be in a non-peaceful mode. Yeah, it seems to be not curing the poison. Oh no, that might just be my hunger. Yeah, it doesn't cure poison. Apparently. Right, which this will kind of go away now. Wow. That's going to last a while. But you go back on peaceful. And make it daytime. Alright. Well, in fact, let's just get rid of this with milk. Alright, got rid of that. Alright. Let's try one more not so negative effect like weakness, because that won't directly affect me. Alright. I'm weak. Okay. It cures weakness. Maybe it just doesn't cure poison. I know for a fact it does not cure blindness. But it definitely cures weakness. Okay, maybe it's just it just has a thing about not curing poison. But yeah, in its two later growth stages, it does turn blue. Alright, so that's terrawort. Alright. Coffee plants look like this. They look similar to the Aurelia and Ferru, except they don't need an ore block underneath them. They produce coffee, which we'll get to in a later video. Stickweeds are almost fully grown. They produce sticky resin. so you don't have to use rubber trees. Oh, there we go. It's fully grown. I might actually be able to demonstrate this. So yeah, it's got little orange spots on it when it's fully grown. If I right-click it. Okay, it looks like it didn't give me anything that time. But I think it normally would. Otherwise, there's a bug. Okay. And these are hops. Now, when they're fully grown, they're a slightly grayer version of wheat. And they'll give you hops, which are used for brewing beer. Now, there's one more. But we need to go to the dark to see this one. Right, this one is red wheat. Now, this is an interesting plant in the way that, in fact, I'll give it some more light. It needs light just to grow like any other plant. It looks like wheat except red, and it produces redstone. But the light it needs to be coming from a redstone torch. I have no idea how they coded that, but they did. Yeah, the light needs to be coming from a redstone torch, and exclusively from a redstone torch. So you can't just plant it out in daylight when there's a redstone torch next to it. It needs to be coming exclusively from a redstone torch. So yeah, it's a good idea to plant them underground or in some very dark place. So yeah, I just thought that was a little bit interesting because, yeah, I just thought that was a little interesting. No idea how they coded that. So yeah, those are all the plants it's possible to possible to crossbreed, not possible to crossbreed. Anyway. Alright, I'll show you what some... Okay, these are the fully grown plants. That is fully grown carrots. Right-click it. Boom. Loads of carrots. How much carrots? Wait, I'll get rid of some of this stuff in my inventory, in fact. Boom. By the way, to do that, you just hold shift and press this delete button up here. Okay. Wheat. Let's go back and... In fact, I wonder if they... Right. 4 wheat. No, 5 wheat from one plant. That is pretty good. Okay. Pumpkins. Great way to get vast amounts of pumpkins. 3 pumpkins. A whole melon. And 7 melon slices. That's almost 2 melons. Okay. 6 sugarcane. That one's not quite ready to harvest. And a yellow dye. So yeah, you can get vast amounts of stuff from crops very quickly. That one pumpkin plant gave me 3 pumpkins. Imagine if you had like 16. You'd get a lot. You get 48 pumpkins in one harvest. That's enough to build a small and very impractical building. So yeah, I think the plant that produces gold is quite cool. Anyway, to learn the crossbreeding recipes for these, there is a page on the Ticket Wiki. Not the Technic or the FTB Wiki, the Ticket Wiki. And it will tell you recommended combinations. It doesn't have one page. If you, like, for example, with the Terawort, if you go onto the page of Terawort, down the bottom, it has a recommended combinations kind of thing. And it will tell you that. So yeah, I also, to plant the flowers, you need quite a bit, you need quite a bit of light. They need a lot of light to plant. Like, we're talking like 3 blocks away from a torch if it's inside. Let's give those some yummy nutrients to eat. See if we can grow them. And just like sugarcane, the sticky reed grows incredibly quickly. Let's also go down here and give these some. Sorry, I'm banging my head. Alright. So yeah, some plants you can give them more than one fertilizer. Some you can't. It's a capacity thing. Just some of them have a high capacity, some of them don't. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Doesn't look like they're crossbreeding. Some plants will just refuse to crossbreed. They just won't crossbreed. Alright, let's see how much, sugarcane we get from harvesting 2. Boom, boom. We got 6 sugarcane. Looks like we didn't get any from the first one, that's interesting. 6 sugarcane. Okay. So yeah, you can get vast amounts of stuff. And it does vary quite a bit. I mean, I got 9 less melon slices this time than I did last time. But still, it's quite a cool system. I like it a lot. Right, next time we'll be covering some of the devices and materials you can use to speed up your plant's growth and help regulate your plants. In normal IC2, not Greg Tech, yeah, not counting Greg Tech, normal IC2, there is no way to automatically harvest your crops. However, in Greg Tech there is. Greg Tech is an add-on to Industrialcraft that makes everything 1000% more difficult, but adds some pretty cool stuff. Like crop harvesters, for example, fusion reactors, lightning rods, things like that. But I'm not doing a Greg Tech for Dummies series. This is an Industrialcraft for Dummies series. See, that's starting to grow. So that is what it'll look like after you've harvested from it. And then it'll grow back its petals, and you pick the petals, grow back its petals. So it'll never go back to its baby stage unless you punch it. Yeah, if you right-click, it will never go back to its baby stage. See, that's growing back again incredibly quickly. So yeah, I think this has been quite a nice spotlight of all the different crops it's possible to make. I may have missed one or two, although I don't think I did. No, I think I got all of them. What are you doing there? So yeah, join me next time when we learn about some of the devices and materials you can use to speed up and just generally make your crossbreeding experience a little bit easier. And we'll learn, next episode we will learn what that grid powder does. It's actually quite cool. Okay, this is the end. Next time I'll come back and hopefully these will have grown a bit more so I can show you in their bit more grown form. See you guys then.